Gratitude is more than a passing feeling of thanks. It's a gentle but powerful lens through which we can view ourselves and our lives. Each of us has moments of appreciation, a friend's thoughtful message, a nourishing meal, an unexpected smile. Yet we often let these flashes of gratitude slip away in the rush of daily life, overshadowed by stress or self-criticism. Imagine how different our days could feel if we consistently focused on what we appreciate rather than what we lack. Even the simplest practice of pausing to say thank you can spark a profound transformation in our inner world. Today, let's take a warm and steady journey into the heart of gratitude. Through affirmations, reflective moments, and yes, even looking at ourselves kindly in a mirror, we can gently invite more peace into our routine. This shift doesn't require dramatic changes or perfectly serene environments. Rather, it's nurtured through small, intentional acts, like noticing the kindness of a stranger or softly commending yourself for showing resilience in challenging times. Over the next sections, we'll see how daily gratitude not only eases tension in our minds, but also renews our sense of purpose. We'll learn how to incorporate simple affirmations that reinforce a thankful mindset, and how mirror work can crystallize these sentiments, bridging the gap between our internal beliefs and the reflection we see each morning. Embracing gratitude in front of a mirror may feel awkward at first, but it's a powerful union. Envision each grateful thought meeting your own eyes, anchoring in your heart with unwavering acceptance. We'll also explore methods to handle the inevitable doubt and negative patterns that arise when we begin a new practice. Because while gratitude can act as a strong antidote to pessimism, old habitual thinking might resurface, insisting that life is too complicated or your efforts won't last. The truth is, each conscious step toward positivity counters a bit of that old patterning, gradually rewiring your perspective. Finally, we'll discuss how these changes extend into your relationships, your work, and your outlook on life's ups and downs. As gratitude becomes ingrained, conflict often softens, empathy grows, and even mundane tasks start glimmering with a sense of presence. It's a shift from living in reaction to living with conscious appreciation. Whether you're brand new to daily affirmations or you've practiced some form of gratitude journaling in the past, this discussion aims to inspire a deeper integration of appreciation into every nook of your life. No matter how hectic, uncertain, or tumultuous your circumstances, gratitude can serve as an ever-present friend, reminding you of the goodness that still breathes in each moment. So let's step forward, opening our hearts to the subtle power of gratitude, and discover how it can guide us gently toward a renewed and peaceful way of being. We often hear that gratitude changes everything, but what does that truly mean? Gratitude isn't about ignoring problems or forcing positivity. It's about recalibrating your focus from what's missing to what's already present, bridging the gap between dissatisfaction and heartfelt contentment. Like a compass pointing toward hope, gratitude can shift a draining mindset into one fueled by possibility and kindness. In everyday life, negative patterns can pile up. You might compare yourself to a colleague who seems more successful, or stew over a relationship snag that lingers. These thoughts, if left unchecked, can dominate your perspective, making each day feel heavier. Gratitude enters as an antidote. By consciously identifying even the tiniest aspects you appreciate, like a supportive text from a friend or a refreshing moment of quiet, you begin to weaken the grip of disappointment and redirect your mental energy. This shift is deeply rooted in how our brains function. Repetitive thoughts can create neural pathways that become our default setting. If those thoughts lean toward complaint or self-criticism, we solidify a worldview based on lack. But each time we intentionally notice something to be thankful for, we reinforce a more positive neural groove. Over time, you'll find that your spontaneous thoughts about daily events soften, stressors lose some of their sting, and you begin noticing blessings you once overlooked. Moreover, gratitude fosters resilience. Challenges still arise, of course. But when you practice gratitude consistently, you train yourself to look for lessons or silver linings in adversity, rather than sinking into despair. For instance, if you face a setback at work, you might think, "Yes, this is tough, but I'm grateful for the insight it gives me, and I trust I can learn from it." That small reframe can keep your spirits buoyant, reducing the risk of a downward emotional spiral. Some current self-help discussions highlight combining gratitude with mindfulness. Maybe you set an alarm on your phone labeled Gratitude Pause, prompting you to momentarily reflect on what's going well. Or you spend 1 minute each morning writing down 3 positives from the day before: a new friend, a moment of laughter, a personal success. This daily ritual trains your mind to scan for the good, making positivity a habit rather than an occasional spark. In the next segment, we'll reveal how pairing this gratitude mindset with mirror work can deepen your sense of self-worth. Because while noticing external blessings is powerful, turning that grateful eye inward can be equally transformative. You'll see that combining daily thanks with a gentle appreciation of your own body, your own reflection, and your own emotional journey can weave gratitude right into the fabric of who you are, granting you new levels of inner peace and unwavering confidence. We often view mirrors as tools for checking appearances, but they can offer so much more. When combined with gratitude, mirror work becomes a direct path into our hearts. Picture this: each time you catch your reflection, you gift yourself a small expression of thanks or recognition. At first, you might feel a twinge of awkwardness. After all, most of us aren't accustomed to gazing at ourselves softly. But in that gentle, self-focused moment, gratitude seeps deeper than words uttered randomly in your mind. It sinks into your core. Here's a simple routine. Once a day, perhaps in the morning, stand before the mirror and close your eyes briefly. Recall one thing you're grateful for. Maybe it's a stable job, a supportive friend, or even your own resilience. Then open your eyes, look directly at yourself, and say something like, "I'm thankful for my unique journey, and I honor all that I am." Speak slowly. Let the words resonate. Notice if any part of you wants to dismiss or downplay this expression. That's normal. Gently reaffirm, "I choose gratitude, and I see my own worth." Over time, these small sessions strengthen the bond between your heart and your self-image. Instead of avoiding your reflection because you might judge your appearance or recall negative experiences, you begin associating the mirror with warmth and upliftment. Some days, you'll feel an immediate spark of joy. Other days, you may sense resistance, especially if you're grappling with stress or regret. But each attempt, no matter how it feels, reinforces the message, "I am deserving of my own kindness." On days you're especially struggling, you might adapt the practice to a less direct approach. For instance, you could focus on your face's outline rather than meeting your eyes, or you could speak your gratitude quietly while standing beside the mirror. The key is to keep showing up, showing your mind that this is a safe, forgiving space. Even minimal contact can gradually ease your comfort level until you're ready for a full, tender gaze. This method also merges smoothly with affirmations you already cherish. If you typically say, "I am lovable and free to grow," you can tailor it slightly for a gratitude-based mirror approach. "I'm thankful for the love within me and the freedom I have to learn each day." The mind picks up on your sincerity, linking grateful feelings to your self-image. Over time, the reflection you see becomes less about physical traits and more about the light shining from your newly appreciative soul. Next, we'll explore how to harness affirmations specifically tuned for gratitude, guiding you to craft statements that not only highlight external blessings, but also highlight the quiet strengths and victories within. Because once gratitude becomes a regular conversation with yourself, your mind and body align in acknowledging how precious each moment and each aspect of who you are can truly be. Affirmations are like seeds we plant in our minds, set to bloom into new beliefs. When they center on gratitude, they can reframe daily annoyances as potential blessings in disguise, or they can keep you in tune with the subtle gifts you might otherwise overlook. The beauty of these statements is in their repetition. The more you say them, especially with heartfelt sincerity, the more your subconscious begins to accept them as reality. First, consider what facets of life you long to appreciate more. Is it your health, even if not perfect? Your work, though challenging? Your personal growth, slow but steady? Tailor your gratitude affirmations to these areas. For instance, "I am grateful for my body's strength and ability to heal." Or, "I cherish each lesson my challenges bring." Or, "I recognize my small victories, knowing they pave the way for bigger successes." By targeting areas that stir your yearning or concern, you address and soothe the very spots where negativity might take root. When using these affirmations, keep them short and clear. Lengthy, complicated phrases can feel cumbersome to repeat, diminishing emotional impact. Instead, pick concise statements with active, present tense wording, like "I am," "I accept," or "I welcome." This tense suggests you're already living in the reality you desire, bridging the gap between aspiration and day-to-day thought processes. To weave affirmations effortlessly into your routine, identify triggers or moments where you can pause. Perhaps you set an alarm on your phone that reads, "Grateful check-in, I trust my path," or you jot a phrase on a sticky note near your workspace, glancing at it whenever you feel tension. Some people enjoy a short affirmation right after lunch or right before bed, forging a steady daily anchor in positivity. If you're a journaling type, you can start or end each entry with your chosen affirmation, reflecting on how it shaped your mindset that day. One effective technique is pairing gratitude statements with mirror work, as we touched on earlier. Upon meeting your gaze in the mirror, speak your affirmation with softness, letting your eyes convey sincerity. If doubt surfaces, address it kindly. Affirm, "I hear the doubt, yet I trust in this new perspective." Over time, your mind's walls of resistance may weaken, replaced by an easier acceptance of thankfulness. Finally, remember that no single affirmation is set in stone. As your life circumstances evolve, so might your emphasis. If you experience a personal triumph, like improved health or a meaningful relationship, Shift your affirmations to celebrate that success while remaining open to further blessings. This fluid approach prevents staleness, ensuring your gratitude practice remains vibrant and relevant. Up next, we'll address how to handle self-doubt or negativity that can creep in, even when you're diligently practicing gratitude-based affirmations. Because while these tools are powerful, the journey of self-love and inner peace can still be peppered with moments that challenge our newfound optimism. Knowing how to respond compassionately in such times ensures your gratitude remains steadfast, guiding you through the ups and downs with unwavering hope. Self-doubt can sneak up on us, even in the midst of a dedicated gratitude and affirmation practice. Perhaps you've been consistently noting your blessings, speaking kind words into the mirror, and still, an offhand remark by someone or a frustrating day at work sends your mind spiraling back to old insecurities. If this resonates, please remember, this is normal. Growth doesn't obliterate doubt, but teaches us to navigate it with acceptance and grace. One of the first steps in addressing these regressions is to reframe them. Don't interpret doubt as a sign your efforts are pointless. Instead, view it as a signal that deeper layers of negativity remain, beckoning your compassion. If an internal voice says, "I'm not actually good at anything," respond gently. "I hear your fear, but I'm choosing to hold myself in understanding." Recognize that behind skepticism lies the same self-seeking reassurance. Offer it the positive regard you cultivate daily. When negativity looms large, pause for a short reflection. Ask, what triggered this feeling? Perhaps you realize it was a coworker's condescending tone or a memory of past failure. By pinpointing the cause, you can address it more directly. If the root is an unresolved memory, consider journaling or even a brief mirror talk, reaffirming, "I honor the lessons of my past and release the pain attached to it." Another ally in these moments is mindful breathing. Before negativity spirals, inhale slowly, count to 4, and exhale to 4. Visualize the tension leaving your body with each breath. While breathing, you might whisper a short affirmation, "I exhale self-doubt and inhale renewed gratitude." This interrupts the negative loop, grounding you back in the present moment's sense of calm. If negativity persists, it might help to lean on an uplifting community. Maybe that's a trusted friend who understands your journey, an online group dedicated to self-improvement, or a counselor who can offer unbiased guidance. Sharing your experiences, like how an affirmation momentarily faltered under stress, can bring fresh insights or simply remind you that you're not alone in these struggles. Validation from others who've walked this path can replenish your motivation. Finally, remember that each day's practice doesn't require perfection. If you skip a mirror session or fail to recall an affirmation in a tough moment, it's okay. Consistency over the long run matters more than any single perfect instance. Affirm, "I am patient with myself and I continue forward with love." That reaffirmation gently dissolves guilt or shame, reinforcing that self-kindness remains the core principle of your entire practice. In our next section, we'll see how extending gratitude beyond your inner dialogue into your relationships and daily interactions can further cement a sense of harmony and joy. Because once you harness the power of heartfelt appreciation internally, radiating it outward becomes a natural extension, amplifying the healing impact of your newfound mindset. While gratitude starts as an inner shift, Its true beauty often emerges when we express it in the outside world. Once you're accustomed to noticing and affirming life's blessings, you'll likely feel compelled to share that appreciation with others. Maybe it's offering a heartfelt thank you to a coworker who helped you, or telling a friend how much you value their empathy. These acts of gratitude strengthen relationships, instilling a sense of warmth and trust in your connections. Yet, it's not just the content of your words, it's the sincerity behind them. People sense genuine thankfulness. When you say, "I'm so grateful for your patience," and you truly mean it, the other person picks up on the authenticity. This fosters deeper bonds, reducing misunderstandings. Over time, a grateful attitude can reduce friction in your closest circles. If tensions arise, you might disarm them by acknowledging the positive aspects that remain intact. "I know we disagree on this, but I really appreciate the care you've shown me elsewhere." Even in professional settings or among acquaintances, small tokens of gratitude stand out. A quick email praising a team member's dedication, or a note in a neighbor's mailbox acknowledging their kindness can brighten their day more than you realize. This ripple effect can influence group dynamics, as your recognition might inspire others to do the same, creating a friendlier environment that benefits all. Another layer to consider is shifting your approach to conflict or mistakes. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, you might highlight something that went right. For instance, if an argument with a partner arises, you could start the resolution by saying, "I'm thankful we care enough to talk this through." This opening sets a constructive tone, grounding the discussion in mutual respect. It won't eliminate disagreements, but it can keep them from devolving into hurtful territory. When extending gratitude outward, you can also harness the mirror method. Before stepping into a tense conversation, stand briefly before the mirror. Say, "I approach others with kindness and appreciation," or "I trust our capacity to find harmony." Reaffirming your heart's intention can guide your words. This might sound small, but the shift in tone can be monumental, turning potential conflicts into opportunities for mutual understanding. As you share more gratitude, notice how it affects your own emotional state. Doing something kind for someone else often cycles back, filling you with a sense of purpose and calm. You're not only validating them, but also affirming that your world is full of support and goodwill. This two-way exchange of appreciation weaves a web of positive energy that enriches both your personal sphere and the wider community. Next, we'll highlight how to integrate daily rituals of gratitude, like journaling, mirror affirmations, and mindful pauses, into a cohesive practice that sustains itself even amidst life's unpredictable changes. Because once gratitude blossoms within, expressing it externally feels almost natural, each day reinforcing your newfound sense of inner peace and supportive relationships. Gratitude, like any meaningful practice, needs consistent nurturing. The simplest route to lasting benefits is to adopt small, actionable rituals that align with your daily rhythm. Think of them as bright threads woven through your morning routines, midday tasks, and bedtime reflections, each thread reminding you to pause, acknowledge, and appreciate. One easy ritual is a quick morning gratitude list. Upon waking, before peeking at social media or diving into emails, list 3 things you're thankful for. They can be broad, "I'm grateful for my health," Or specific, I'm grateful for the sweet conversation I had yesterday. Keep a little notepad on your nightstand or use a note-taking app on your phone. This gentle start imbues your day with a positivity lens, guiding your mind to notice blessings instead of fixating on potential problems. Mirror-based gratitude sessions can deepen this approach. For instance, after brushing your teeth, spend a moment to face your reflection, naming one aspect of yourself or your life you're glad about. Maybe it's your resilient spirit, your sense of humor, or a relationship that's enriching your life. Speak it aloud. I'm thankful for my caring nature today. By merging the visual presence of yourself with spoken gratitude, you reinforce a bond between self-image and appreciation. Midday gratitude check-ins can act as little resets. Every few hours, you might set an alarm prompting you to notice something positive that happened since your last break, a coworker's supportive comment, an enjoyable lunch, or an unexpected pleasant outcome. Even on tough days, this practice ensures you don't lose sight of life's constructive elements. Over time, these micro moments accumulate, strengthening your resilience and ability to handle stress. As night settles in, a reflective wind-down can seal your day with positivity. Consider a short gratitude journaling practice. Write down any personal growth you observed, like, I stayed calm during a stressful call, or I recognized my negative self-talk and chose to affirm love instead. This not only fosters self-respect, but also helps your subconscious end the day on a constructive note, reducing anxiety and potentially improving sleep quality. To keep these routines fresh, be open to variety. If you feel bored with a morning list, try an evening visual gratitude where you picture each of the day's blessings in your mind like a slideshow. Or if mirror-based sessions grow stale, shift to audible affirmations while you're cooking dinner or taking a short walk. The key is consistency, not rigid repetition. By adapting your gratitude rituals to your changing schedule, you ensure they remain inspiring rather than burdensome. In our final segment, we'll gather these ideas, affirmations, mirror sessions, emotional honesty, and outward expressions of thanks, into a cohesive reminder that in cultivating gratitude, you're not only elevating your own spirit, but also radiating a gentle warmth throughout your world. Because at the heart of gratitude lies a belief that life, no matter its challenges, is sprinkled with small miracles waiting to be cherished. We've embarked on a path that illuminates gratitude's quiet yet formidable power, a path where daily affirmations and reflection guide you away from self-criticism, leading toward a gentler, more expansive sense of peace. Along the way, we saw how acknowledging the need for heart-centered change can prompt a life of renewed energy, how mirror work entwined with gratitude can heal old insecurities, and how affirmations function like loving words of encouragement in times of doubt. We also explored how to extend that gratitude outward, fortifying both personal well-being and the bonds you share with those around you. In practice, gratitude becomes more than a fleeting concept. It's a lifestyle. By choosing to see the good, even amid life's uncertainties, you position yourself to respond to challenges with a steadier heart and clearer mind. You find that frustration loses some of its intensity, replaced by a willingness to learn and adapt. Meanwhile, your self-esteem gains firm footing, nurtured by the consistent reinforcement that, at your core, you are worthy of kindness, especially your own. Sure, setbacks will appear. You may catch old negative patterns re-emerging when faced with unexpected stress. But each time you pause, breathe, and remember a simple thank you for what you do have, be it supportive friends, a body that carries you through the day, or simply the gift of another sunrise, you diffuse negativity's momentum. The mind and body, so sensitive to your internal narrative, relax into a calmer state, paving the way for creative solutions and deeper emotional resilience. If your current routines are hectic, don't worry. Weaving in these gratitude touches needn't be time-consuming. A short morning note, a midday mirror affirmation, or an evening reflection can fit into even the busiest schedule. The key is consistency. Over weeks or months, these small moments accumulate, shifting your baseline emotional tone from autopilot frustration to mindful appreciation. And as your self-assuredness blossoms, you might inspire those around you, showing them how a kinder outlook can transform daily interactions. I encourage you to carry at least one new practice from this conversation into your life. Whether it's the comforting ritual of journaling 3 things you're grateful for each night, or a 30-second mirror session where you say, I honor this day, and I see my own worth. Through these manageable steps, you honor yourself and the world you touch. Because as you continuously anchor in gratitude, you set in motion a quiet yet profound wave of transformation, one that resonates within and beyond you. Let's close with a heartfelt affirmation. I open my eyes and heart to the blessings of each moment, allowing gratitude to guide me toward peace. May these words echo in your mind whenever you need an uplifting reminder. Thank you for being here, for trusting in your capacity to cultivate gratitude, and for taking one more loving stride on the path to inner peace. With each day, each breath, and each spark of thankfulness, you strengthen the harmonious connection between your thoughts, your well-being, and the joyous life you're so ready to embrace.